Hey girls and guys, I'm Alexia, and in today's episode I want to show you my very favorite fish, and most of them are nano fish, so stay tuned. If you already know my channel, you may have realized that I don't really have very big aquariums. For this reason, I try to use more fish to make it look a little bit more busy, but in small aquariums you are not allowed to use very big fish. For this reason, I started always to use nano fish, and I really love them because they are so beautiful and so sweet looking ones. And here are the 5 ones I've been using until now, and I really love them. And I heard from many people that they are really easy to keep. So, because these fish are quite similar to each other, there are many requirements which are the same. Generally, these fish are always quite peaceful. They cannot catch with large fish or bully fish because otherwise they would eat them. All these 5 fish are schooling fish, which are actually similarly small, and they require similar water conditions. This would be a natural choice to accompany these 5 species with each other. All of these should be kept at the minimum of 8 to 10 fish in a group, so they will be less shy and display more interesting behavior. Otherwise, you won't really see them too often because they will always hide away. These grow up to 0.8 inches or 2 centimeters, and the requirement all these need, and I try to take care to make the requirements in all the aquariums like this, are around 22 to 28 Celsius degrees, a water hardness of 120 to 140 ppm. They need slightly acidic water, which means they really like the acidic way of planted tanks, which is generally between 6 to 7 pH. They require a dense vegetation, and for this reason I always build up aquariums the way that on the one side you can see more plants, and on the other side they have more space to swim out and they can really play quite nice. So the very first one I want to introduce you comes from Myanmar and it's called the celestial pearl Danio. It has so far been found only in a very small area from this only a small river, and because of that and the political situation of Myanmar, there are not many information about this fish. And in addition, it was only discovered in 2006. Because in my experience, they stay mostly at the bottom part and under the middle region of the aquarium, I'd combine them with some other nano fish which are swimming in the upper part of the aquarium. There are a few reasons I really like them. After they get used to the environment and the people, they get really calm, and it's pretty easy to make good photos of them. In addition, I really enjoy the slightly metallic touch they reflect under certain light conditions. The second fish comes from a very similar area, and they're quite close to each other, which is the kubotai. He comes from Asia and he lives in the Thai part of the Malay peninsula and in Myanmar as well. Its habitat are the same rivers and stream, which has a moderate current and a dense underwater vegetation. Its bright green colors and the greenish-golden shimmering longitudinal band in the middle of its body makes it a really nice eye-catcher. They swim the same way like the celestial Danios in the lower third, so I would definitely accompany them with other fish which are swimming the same in the upper part of the tank. The third fish, and maybe this is the smallest one, is also known as a chili rasbora or mosquito rasbora. I would call them Bogagas brigida. These are a very small, thin species of fish native to the swamps of Borneo of Indonesia. In contrast to their very small size, they can get quite old. Some of them may reach also the age of 8 years, which is quite huge. Its name comes from the discoverer, who called it to honor of his wife, whose name was Brigitte. They are swimming in the middle region of the tank, and they are not really fast swimmers and can really be nice colorful. Because of this, I really love to use them when making a final shot in the aquarium, because you can really play with them to stay in one spot or in nearly one spot, and they are really brightly colored, so best fish to make photos with. The fourth fish, which I just tried out, is the ruby tetra. It is native to the eastern Colombia and southern Venezuela parts, mostly in South America, and they are very shy fish. And for this reason, I really like them, because you don't see them always, and they are not always in front of your eyes. You can really see the landscape behind them. They like to be installed in bigger groups as well, otherwise they will always hide away. Their nice color, this reddish tan, can be really nice if you feed them well, but if they feel stressed, they just have no color, so sometimes you need to search for them, especially after a water change. And at least, one of the most often seen fish is the greeny neon tetra. It is native in South America, and because of its bright color, it's often used in aquariums. You can see them in also not pretty good light because of this very strong neon color they have. They definitely don't know what shy means, because even if I clean the scale, they just don't back off. So I always have to take care of them not to sweep them away with the water. So these are in aquascapes where you want to be more fish orientated, more or better than the other ones. Have you ever tried these fish? Do you have other nano fish which are really colorful and nice, and you can use them in bigger groups and I didn't mention them? Let me know in the comments below, because I want definitely try out some other nano fish. Up here you can find a video about how I prepare the water, especially for these fish. Just below you can find my DIY tutorial playlist. And I hope you liked this episode. If you have any further questions, just let me know, and I hope to see you soon again. Bye!